Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Monthly Tarot for October 2024. This message is for any Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but also if you have Sagittarius that rules a particular house or planet that you need clarity on, then this message is also for you. Thank you so much for joining me. This message also too, if it does resonate, hit that like button, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, and thank you to all my subscribers. Got a really exciting energy for you, Sagittarius. So I'm getting a lot of warm energy, but a warm energy that also has this connection to some past loss, past feeling of emotional regret or victimhood. And I just really want you to recognize that the power of Pluto, especially because Pluto is going to be going direct in Capricorn for the last time in our lifetimes in October, the pull to something that felt like we were powerless, that felt like we weren't powerful, we're going to feel that pull back, okay? But whatever that pullback is, it will figure itself out, all right? And so in the collective, just be very mindful to limit your time on social media, to limit your time, like reading the comments, and if there's something, you're reading and it doesn't vibe with you, just, turn it off, okay? So we're going to get into a little bit of the astrology and then we'll dive into your reading. The full astrology for October is going to be linked in the description of your video from astrology.com. Highly recommend browsing through all of it, seeing the key things, marking it on your calendar. Now, October 2nd, new moon, solar eclipse in Libra. All right, so if there's anything here where we felt like our life was off of balance, we're really going to feel it. So the more you can before the beginning of October, the more you can really find ways to bring certain areas of your life back into balance, then this is the time to do it, okay? And so, like I said, there's this idea of your personal power. And so if there's, a reason why you felt like you haven't been able to express your personal power, that you're going to be finding things coming into your life where you're like, yeah, got to do that. When you empower yourself, you help empower others, all right? There's this confident energy, but you have to remember the light comes from within, all right, Sagittarius? The light comes from within. Now, another big one, obviously the one I was talking about, October 11th, Pluto retrograde goes direct in Capricorn. And so here's where we have that last-ditch effort in the collective. All right, it's the final time we're going to see this Pluto and Capricorn moving forward. It might feel bittersweet. There might be some endings where it does feel a little bittersweet, even if it was something like we really didn't particularly overall enjoy. There's still something here to reflect on it in a way, which is interesting. Okay, so whatever we're saying goodbye to, it's an opportunity for us to tie up loose ends. Have those strong boundaries though, okay? Remember that everything you're doing is to help move you forward. Now, October 13th, Mercury enters Scorpio. We're going to be able to really see below people. We're going to really be able to see below the surface, see through people's BS. And so I need you to recognize that, that's another reason to, limit your time on social media. There might even people in your close circles where it's like, wow, I really didn't realize that that's what you thought. That's the kind of energy that could come from this. It's also this idea, though, of the deceptive communication. People utilizing AI in the wrong way and using it to deceive people. Going back to October 11th, and that's the last-ditch effort for the Capricorn paradigm to try and stay in power. So there's going to be a lot of deceit. There's going to be a lot of that, claw gripping, trying to maintain power. Your job is to recognize that this is falling away, and how can you utilize your personal power to help the collective. Now, Venus enters your sign October 17th. And so here's where I'd love for you to really get to a spiritual aspect of yourself, all right? And also really at recognizing the relationships that are positive in your life and the ones that maybe you just outgrew, all right? There's a time to, not everybody's meant to be in your life forever. Some people are, but not everybody is. And so there is this recognition of focusing on the relationships in your life that really make you feel grounded, earthly loving energy. October 17th, full moon in Aries. Here's where stepping into your personal power. So Sagittarius, going back to your Saturn lessons, going back to your confidence, right? Exerting yourself with confidence and passion and recognizing that you are amazing just the way you are. Here's where we are going to have an energetic an energetic push from the universe to get out on that stage, all right? Whatever that stage is for you, we've all been peeking behind the curtain and universe is like, nope, now's the time. Sorry, if you're ready or not, here it is. And so I really just like, don't hold yourself back. There's something here for you. Yeah, look at that. Don't hold yourself. This is Aries. The Emperor is Aries. Confidence, authority, assertiveness. Don't hold back from what is yours. All right. October 22nd, Sun enters Scorpio. We're going to be feeling really energized. We're going to be feeling like, yep, see ya, Capricorn paradigm. Like, good to know you. Nice to know you. Goodbye, as Incubus says. So October 31st, this is what I'm most excited about, especially you, Sagittarius, because you do have that connection to the spiritual side, the other side, if you will. Or some of you yearn for it, or you reject it. There's both ways that can go. So Sagittarius, October 31st, Halloween. The veil's already thin, right? Well, we also have Mercury in Scorpio trine Neptune in Pisces. So Mercury, the planet of communication, in Scorpio, the sign of death and birth and transformation, with trining Neptune, the planet of dreams, with in Pisces, the dreamer. So here's where, like, if you have a loved one that has passed, they're going to be front and center in your very vivid dream, talking to you, giving you a message. If you want to have a seance, this is the time to have a seance. It could actually, what's fascinating too is there could be a message related to your financial stability and connected to what security and stability means to you. That could be a very interesting message that comes through to you around that time. So if there's a loved one who you connect to who has some connection to security and stability, ask to connect to them. They might have an answer for you, okay? Very cool. So let us see what we got going on for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, Pluto is here to cleanse. The heart teaches the mind, and so if for some reason you are getting riled up, the heart teaches the mind. At least those boundaries seem to be really good right now. That's good to see. Amazing. So Neptune. Oh, and that's at the end of the month. Oh, perfect. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. All right. Overall energy for the month of October 2024, 9 of Swords. So 9 of Swords, like I said, there's something here to, the more you can unplug from the collective, the better off you'll be. This is also, too, a fascinating message because your shadow will always try and make you scared of change. Your shadow, especially if this is a big change for you, which it looks like it's going to be a big change. It could be a change in identity too, but your shadow is going to give you, it's going to give you a Cybertruck going past your house right when you're trying to say that. No, it's this idea of nightmares, right? And so you might have this really exciting opportunity, but then like you have this dream where it's like, I lose everything because I take this opportunity. Like that's your shadow trying to be like, I'm scared of change. Even if this change is good for you, it's still scary. And so that's just something I want you to be mindful of. That you also, because of, with the Mars energy, this month of protection and nurturing and asserting that mama bear energy, if you will, regardless of how you gender identify. Don't fear the unknown. That's just the biggest thing. There's doubt, there's worry, there's questioning. This is like you might have finally asserted yourself and now you're worried about how people are going to respond to it. Like, you just don't get lost in the doubt and the fear because you don't know the result. But the result is, honestly, looks very liberating. What you need more of, 2 of coins. Okay, so here's something where it's like you might have a lot more thrown on your plate. What was it about balance? Okay, this month is about balance and staying balanced. Ride the wave of change like a surfer. So here's this idea of the confidence I want you to have. Jupiter in Capricorn, expansion through that, dedication and focus. You have to focus. If your thoughts are scattered like this, you're going to get thrown off balance. And so this is really saying, like, really focus your attention on where you're going. Leave the past behind. Don't let people throw you off. You are pedaling, all right? You're pedaling, Sagittarius. what you have the right amount of. Queen of Swords, boundaries. So that's what, like, allow past experiences to inform your decisions. You know the decisions that need to be made, and you need to be confident. So this, what I love is, this is the overall energy that you're working through. This is part of your transformation, okay? Because you have the confidence. Protect that throat chakra. You have the confidence, you have the light within you. You recognize the changes that need to be made. You recognize the decisions that have to be made to bring your life back into balance. And now's the time to do it. What you need less of, Page of Coins, very fascinating. So there's this idea of almost being too practical right now. You're almost being too practical and pragmatic with your decision making. And there's something that has to really come from your inner guidance. And your inner guidance that comes from, like, your higher self. Now, what you can change, the Emperor, hello. That full moon in Aries, I'm telling you, okay? So you can change your confidence. You can change how you assert yourself. You can change your inner authority. Like, all of this is within you to be assertive, to be confident, all right? You have everything you need, Sagittarius, within you. What you need to accept, faith. All right, we all come from the same source. That's another, I think Taurus got this message actually. We all come from the same source. Now, that doesn't excuse people for horrible behavior, right? We all come from the same source, but we all branch off in different ways, don't we? And this is that recognition of also recognizing, like, if you say you want confidence, and you say you want to assert yourself, and then you don't do it, like, this is a card of practice what you preach, okay? There's also this idea of accepting, like, you do tap into this. So at the end of the month, please tap into that spiritual energy, because you have it at your fingertips. You are so connected to the divine, and if you don't recognize it, like I said, the more that the veil thins, the more you're gonna really feel it, if you will. End of the month, the Hanging Man, hello. I love this. This is Neptune. New perspective, letting go, all right? You try and see things from a new perspective, especially if you are letting go of a mask you used to wear. We're all shedding a part of our identity, okay? All of us. The society is shedding a part of its identity, okay? Global society, communal, like, interactions, like, everything, like, we're all shedding parts of perceptions of what society is and how it operates. So let's get some past life energy to see what is connected to. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's sometimes we got to take a leap of faith here, Sagittarius. So much of this is related to faith. I love seeing this for you. Okay. The question that you're asked, so this is in relation to you being too, like, practical and, like, pragmatic about something. The question that you're asking today is connected to the levels of trust and faith that you have. These two qualities affect the amount of fulfillment, peace, and joy you experience. If you find that you don't trust yourself, others, or even life itself, the reason may be rooted in prior lifetimes. This card also indicates a past lifetime where you were betrayed by a specific person who is in your current life. This is also true with respect to the amount of faith that you have in the universe or in a God. Look at the other cards that you drew surrounding this one for clues as to which lives you may have either shattered or boosted your faith or trust. You drew this card as a sign to have faith and trust that your prayers have been heard and they are being answered. While it's true that you learn from your past, it's also important to live in this moment without clouding it with past pain. And if your faith and trust issues are directed at certain individuals, listen to the feelings, as they may be red flag warnings to heed. You can also forgive someone for past life actions and also follow your inner guidance to avoid him or her if it is warning you to distrust that person. Okay, so this could actually be a person too who's trying to come in with you with an offer, and they're not meant to be trusted, and your inner guidance, your gut's telling you that this person isn't meant to be trusted. So really also too, the fearing the unknown, okay, that comes from a lack of faith, right? And so you might, that inner, like, a form of prayer, a form of focusing your thoughts and energy into embracing the unknown, okay, into the unknown, like Elsa. So let's get some archetypal energy. I want to see if this Page of Coins is a person. Let's see what type of energy. Warrior and teacher. Okay, so first light attribute, teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Shadow attributes. Manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Warrior, light attributes. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice, and conquering the ego. Shadow attributes. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. The indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So that could be where you're losing that sense of faith and trust. Okay. And what dragon energy? Omega dragon, somebody else got this. Harness the divine feminine power of creation. Intention. Hold your vision, birth the higher consciousness. So like, yeah, when these, the worry, the fear, the doubt, all right, hold your vision. Okay, hold the line. Hold the line of your vision. All right, let's see what crystal energy is going to help Sagittarius. Realization. This is lapis lazuli. If you can get some of this, carry it around with you, take a picture of this and just remind yourself of this card. Through this doubting, this questioning, your fear, you're going to have the realization. You're going to recognize the parts of yourself that hold yourself back. Okay. I also got Muse black holes and revelations. Like I said, there's something here to very strong energy of, and it's connected to source. It's really connected to being connected to source. And what is source? And like water signs, we're more connected to that. Like we don't need to see it in front of us to recognize it's around us. And that's something that maybe you're going to be feeling a lot more this month. Okay. All right. So empowering question for you, Sagittarius. Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of my own? How do I distinguish them from one another? So what did I say about, like, this is where, like, you're starting to recognize that you need to live the life you want to live, okay? Why are you doing, like, you're going to be living the life you want to live. Neptune dreams, letting go. This is like almost a career change, you know, where it's like you've done this one thing your whole life and now you're like, I'm going to go be a DJ or something. Like that's really the energy that I get from this. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to do one clarifier to see what this transformation is at the end of the month, and then we'll close it out. Thank you so much for joining me again. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. And let's get a final clarifier at the end of the month for Sagittarius. It's clearly bringing you a lot of happiness and wealth. Hey, if you want to be a DJ, you're going to be the best DJ there is, Sagittarius. All right. 7 of Wands. Yeah, look at it all circles back to your Saturn lesson. Assert yourself with integrity. Leo, Mars and Leo. All right. A healthy ego is a good thing. Assert yourself with integrity and passion and go after what you want. Thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. As always, shine your inner light. You've got this.